Hi, everybody. Sorry about being late. Had water leak. Sprung a leak in the shower. I seen, let me try to get that light out of the way. I seen that, thank you for everybody that prayed for Lori C. Heard good news today. She's in, therapy now. Uh, yeah, Kayla let everybody know. Thank you all for, praying for her. So that's good news. I'm trying to get this light out in front of my. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know. Thanks for praying for Lori C. She's out of the hospital. She's getting therapy now, or she's in therapy. Hi, Time. I hope you're feeling better. Uh, did you guys all see it? Israel, they got an earthquake. I think it was like 4.8. Uh, But no, I'm glad you all came in to see us. But I want to let everybody know about Lori C. Hi, Uncle Tifa. But yeah, Kayla got a hold of Edna and said that she's getting therapy now. So I thought I'd let you guys know. Uh, boy, Turkey, they got a lot of death after that earthquake. I think it's around 7,000. I think it was. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing well. I need to find a better place to set this camera because of the light. But I'm gonna drop the link and Irvin can go ahead and come up if he wants. See if we get this thing working. There's the link. Uh, there's the Target card Susie donated back to the group. Uh, everybody thank Susie for donating that back. Maybe somebody else will win it this week. It needs it. Uh, but no, I just wanted to tell everybody that Lori C's out getting therapy now, so she must be getting better. Thanks for praying for her. Uh, boy, that balloon seemed like they got the guards or somebody down there gathering that balloon out of the water. They're saying that the panels and stuff had toxic stuff on it. I don't know. It's hard to tell about what that balloon is. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know. But I don't know if hope you doing good, Tammy. I seen you came in. Susie's in here. Time's in here. There's Uncle Tifa. There's Tina P. Uncle Tifa, if I lived any closer to you, I would have helped you move that building. Yeah, I heard you. You said you like to move that building closer to the house. Yeah, if I was close to you, I'd help you move it.
What state are you
in? I'm right, close to, I'm, I'm closer back from Indiana. I know you're in Indiana, I think, and I'm in Ohio. But yeah, if you was closer to me, I'd bring the truck and trailer and the tractor and help you move it. But
in?
you're pretty far away, I think.
I'm 40 minutes west of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm still about, I think, 2 hours from Cincinnati, maybe three. I'm right below Cambridge, back this way. I'm about an hour from Cambridge.
The ground is really muddy, but I'll drag it with my tractor once it's not a mud hole.
Yeah, I know what a mud hole is. It was kind of dry today, and I fed hay bales, and about the time I got done uh moving hay bales, it started raining, so I had a big muddy mess.
His brother lives in Portsmouth.
Huh. Yeah, it'd just be nice if when we find out how close different people are so we can help each other. Yeah, I got a few tractors it's got forks and stuff on it. I can move pretty big stuff with. I used to have a dozer, but I sold it.
That was Portsmouth area.
Uh, did Irvin come in?
19.
Yeah, if you have to, you can get you some sleds and fix it, roll it on post. I've moved some pretty big buildings with on post before.
On 32.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought you was in Indiana.
His brother lives in Portsmouth. He's 40 minutes west of Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you got,
I am in Indiana, but not far from the state line.
yeah, I knew you was somewhere in there. But like you said, you wait till dry weather, you could probably move it with a tractor pretty easy. It's about 3 hours, I think. Yeah, I think.
2-3 hours.
Yeah, it's about 3, I think. There's Miss Blue Moon. She's in here. I'll drop this link again in case. Freedom Pup, if you want to come up, you can come up.
I also have stored old tractors hobby. I have 3 of them. Let's keep it.
Yeah, I got some old tractors. I was wondering about maybe doing some videos on them. Yeah, I got a couple. I got a Ford 800, and then I got a Ford 4000. I got a long, but it's no Ford. It's a long 660. Ford 7610. I got a lot of different tractors. Oh, there's Irvin.
Oh, there he is. I was wondering how long you were going to leave me sit, Larry.
Oh, I didn't see you back here. I should have kept my eyes open a little bit more. Did you see we got some more earthquakes over in Holy Land?
I see we got a lot in Turkey. So they got some in Israel?
Yeah, I think it was a 4.8.
Wow. No, I've been sleeping all day. I didn't have a very good night last night, so I've been sleeping. Hello, Susie.
But yeah, they said in Turkey there's almost 7,000, I think, passed away because all that ground shaking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be more. Hello, Tina P. Hello, Cam. Hello, Ms. Hello, Casey. Hello, Edna.
Hi, Urban.
It's been raining here all day ever since last night. Really hard.
Well, I was just praying didn't wake up to a big rainstorm because I wanted to feed those cows, and got them all fed. And about the time I got them fed, and then it started raining. And then we went and did some paperwork and different stuff, and then it started pouring. So came back home. And then we had a leaky shower. So that wasn't good. We had to tighten up a line on it. That's why I was late.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Edna had you tied up. Hello, Time.
Yeah, I didn't see if I wanted to know if Time was feeling any better.
He said he was.
That's good.
But I did hear from Lori C's daughter today. Said she's doing better.
Well, that's great.
She's out of the hospital. She's in rehab now. So that's good.
Wow. That's excellent. That's not good. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Good for
her. Did you see where Kim Jong-un, he's up missing again?
Yeah, that's what they said. Who knows?
They said you better watch out when his sister comes out to speak. That means she's in charge. I was like, well, that could be bad.
Well, they said that the last time, and he popped back in.
Well, they said he had brain surgery.
Well, who knows? How do they know? There's nothing gets out of that country. That's all speculation. I did get a chance to see Nino this morning, and he had a lady on talking about the big fences there in DC.
Yep.
Yeah, it's supposed to kick off at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
At 9 o'clock, that's when
State of Union.
that's when that State of the Union. They said they brought a lot of military in.
Well, she didn't say that, but she said that this is only the third time that fence has been up, and it's been since 2001 or something like that, or the early 2022. But she said when she was there filming, DC cops were very, very aggressive with her, and she was standing on public sidewalks. So, go ahead, Larry.
But that's foreign ground, ain't it?
Yep.
Who knows? Who knows? That's what they say, you know.
Well, when them truck drivers all went down in there in the DC, they all practically got arrested. So,
Well, yeah, because they were making charges up there, blocking the streets and stuff, protesting and stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, they say if you go down in there, it said if you don't go by their rules, you'll get arrested easy.
That's anywhere though, Larry.
Yeah.
You know, but even if you go by the rules, you get arrested in places.
But I was watching them when they was down there, and I think they got to put money in the meters every 2 hours. I think it was like $5 or $6.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I know most places that's the way it is. Some of them, like New York City, and them's like 90 minutes. So,
I think if I'd go down there, I'd find me somewhere to park and get me one of them scooters.
Well, go on the outside, park on the outside, and take the subway in.
Yeah, I think I'd have to get me one of those scooters or electric bicycles.
Yeah, but how much are they an hour?
I think they're like $20 all day.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad.
I think that's what they are, $20 all day.
Yeah, that sounds cheap.
I got some electric scooters that I want to do some videos of this summer.
Yeah. There's so many rumors going out. Go ahead.
No, I thought them electric scooters are pretty fast. I seen one on.
Go ahead.
I seen one on there. It was 230 pounds and it ran about 45, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah. And one good thing when you rent them like that, they run out. You just park them and jump on another one and go.
Hi, Sydney. Sydney Foyer.
Cindy. Sorry, Sydney. How you doing, neighbor? Freedom Pop says $20 for 2 hours. They were saying. Well, that's really good. That's $10 an hour. That's not bad.
Oh no, I thought they went pretty fast.
Well, yeah, but imagine getting in an accident with one.
Oh, I wouldn't want to get in an accident. And that's like when I seen them downtown. I was like, people's just running out in front of cars and everything. I was like, boy, you'd have to have your eyes open.
Yeah, you would.
From people running into people.
Yeah. Well, right before I hopped on, I was just looking at one guy's platform where he was saying, "Oh, this is the earthquake machine," and I didn't even punch on. That's what he had in his title. This is a typical of their bio or their nature weapons. You know, this is an earthquake machine doing all this damage over there. It's like, oh, give it a break. Jeez.
I seen something this morning about that. It said they got a machine that they can take somewhere and you shake the ground and cause like earthquakes. I don't know if it's true.
Who knows? But geez, quit putting these guys that are putting out this fear porn and stuff, like that Canadian Patriot. That's all he does. Puts out stuff. Oh, this is gonna happen. Better prepare. Oh, and then you look into him, and he sells this survival equipment. So he's doing it to make money, trying to sell his equipment, scaring people. We say knock it off.
Well, we need to prepare anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You need to prepare. I agree, Larry. I'm prepared. I'm stockpiling stuff too, but I'm not out there saying, "Oh, this was done by an earthquake machine," or "Oh, this was done here," and stuff like that. It's like the balloon. I think what that was a test, because we did tests back in the 50s of exploding nuclear devices up that high in the atmosphere. So I think that was sort of a test there, but go ahead.
They said they should have took it out when it was over Alaska instead of letting it float, but they tried to say there was gases or something on there. Then I heard it had a timer on it. It popped itself, so it was hard to tell.
Well, no, you can tell that it was shot down. The plane was there. You saw the missile launch. The boom went down. So it was done like that. Because why would the Chinese take their own balloon down when they can let it go across the ocean? Then, no, it was taken down by our missiles, but they said they thought there was explosives on it. That's why they didn't take it out of the air. They should have done it over Alaska. They should have never got down here.
Yeah, they shouldn't have let it go that far.
No.
But they was probably just testing it.
That's for sure.
Because I think they're testing us to see if we're weak or strong right now. These other countries, I think that's what they're doing. They're just testing us.
Yeah. And then I watched another thing. One of the times when I was up, how they tried to get into how the United States tried to manufacture a war with Cuba, and they have documents. It's all unsealed documents and stuff, and how they planned on shooting airplanes out of the air, sinking passenger ships, and trying to blame it all on the Cubans just to get into a war with Cuba. This stuff that this government does is ridiculous.
So did you hear anything about Chinese troops are on the move? I've heard somebody say that today, said they was on the move to the border somewhere.
Unless that's the border to India. They've been having problems with India. They were actually up there doing hand-to-hand combat on that one pass and throwing each other off the cliffs.
Huh.
One soldier at a time.
So, yeah, I seen a thing that said they was on the move.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
But that could be more fear porn.
Yeah, that's just it. These guys are just pumping out this stuff, You start showing me documents like the one with this Cuba thing. The guy had the documents there, was reading right off the documents. So that was pretty interesting. So if they're doing that there, are they doing it everywhere else?
I seen a boy on there last night. He was reading some documents, and he was a service guy, and I forget his name, but he made a lot of sense when he was reading off different stuff, and I was like, well, that does make a little sense, but I can't think of his name.
Well, when they have the documents, that's proof. When they're sitting there reading right off the documents, that's proof. But when they're just out there, like this guy right before I came on, oh, it's an earthquake machine. Well, show me where there's paperwork on it, that it's actually working, that they actually have one.
Well, that's like he was saying, he said a lot of these military people, they don't really know what's going on either. He said, because there's somebody always up higher than them.
Right. And I've heard
You know,
people say that our military won't turn on their civilians. Well, I bring up Kent State. A lot of people say, look at the Twin Towers, but that's did it happen or not? I don't know. But Kent State is proven. They shot 4 innocent college students for protesting.
yeah, that's about all I seen they was talking about today was DC and earthquakes. And they was talking about that balloon. And they had uh they had a bunch of troops down there on boats and was digging parts out of that ocean.
Yeah, I saw where I didn't look at it. I just seen the picture of it where they had part of the balloon part up on a ship.
It looked like a boat to me. It didn't look like no ship.
Well, it's boat, ship.
Yeah.
East Coast, West Coast, South, North,
It almost looked like a Coast Guard boat to me.
Yeah. Edna, I want some of that too. Pack some up and send it to me, please. Macaroni salad you're going to be eating all night.
Yeah, she had a bunch of eggs and different stuff to use up, so she thought she'd use them up.
Well, that's good.
How are you doing today, Miz? Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I hope she is too. Hope she stayed busy today.
Yeah, I think everybody's been staying busy. I ain't really been seeing that many people on YouTube now.
Yeah. I'll be busy tomorrow. Go ahead.
It seems like it's quieting down again.
Yeah. I'll be busy tomorrow. I got to go over and check on my van and see what they're going to do about it.
So did you find your speedometer thing in there?
I found one for $149, but I want to check with him to make sure it's the right one before I order it. And then I'll order it. I'll have it set right to his garage. That way he gets it and he can put it in right away.
Yeah, you always have to tell him it's supposed to come.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go over and have him look at it, like I said, to make sure it's the right one.
Yeah, I'd look at the plugs and stuff on it too if you can.
Well, they don't show the plugs.
I know sometimes you can scroll left or right and you can see different parts of it.
Yeah. Well, this only had 2 pictures, the front and the back, and that's it.
The last one that I changed like that, I put it in and I had to take it about halfway out to put new bulbs in the dash of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A few years ago, I got a big tractor and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't charge the alternator. And when I tore it apart, I put a brand new alternator, everything on it, and I still wouldn't charge. And then I tore into the dash, and why it wouldn't charge is because it needed a light bulb in it.
Yeah. You're right, Cindy Fuller. He sure is.
Hi, Black Watch.
Oh, there's Black Watch. How you doing tonight? Well, Black Watch, according to other people, it's all right to do that. Exaggerate and everything else.
Oh, everybody exaggerates. Seems like they get excited.
And I am a fisherman, so you know how that goes, right, Larry?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Air Motors Urban?
Air
The
motor?
air cooled?
Air cooled like motorcycle motors?
No, it's like like a tractor engine for the boat.
Oh yeah, that's what all early motors used to be.
Yeah. Now you can buy the like 3 and 5 horse Britain Stratton on a boat engine.
Yeah. They've always been geez. I think
And
there
they're
was even
four
some,
cycle.
oh no, I haven't seen a 4 cycle like that.
Yeah. I got a new one on our boat. I think it's a 5 horse and it does okay with about maybe, I don't know, 1,000 pounds, but I kind of like to find a 9.9 to put on my boat.
How big is yours? 14 by what?
It's 14 by 6, I think.
How
But
wide is it? How wide is it? Is it
it's 6 feet at the top and 4 feet at the bottom.
oh okay.
And,
Okay.
but the decal on it says largest motor is a 9.9, and the guy used it for muskie fishing, and that's what he had on it.
Oh. Because I had a 14-foot with a 47-inch beam, which wasn't that wide, and I could put up to a 15 horse on, and that's what I did. And boy, that got me around really good for a number of years.
Yeah, just that 5 or 6 horse. I think it's 5.5, 5 horse, but it does okay. But it would handle a lot bigger engine because it seems like it don't. I don't know. It takes you a good while to get anywhere.
Well, that's just it. The bigger the motor, the faster you get there.
Yeah, because when I put in a high river, it seems like it takes me an hour just to travel about 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
Unless
I
I'm
think
going, unless I'm going downriver.
I think my little boat when I had the 15 horse on, I think I had a GPS and I think it did 12 or 13 mile an hour on the water. Now my big
I think this is when I had the GPS on there, I'm going about 7 or 8 full throttle.
yeah. My big boat, my 18 by what was it, 18 feet long and 87-inch beam. I had a 25 on that, and with just me in it and just my fishing gear, it would do 20 mile an hour. Well, I used to get to my fishing spots really quick.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice if you can travel about 20 mile an hour.
Yeah. About zero, Black Watch. Yeah, I used to love being out on my boats.
We got a little creek that we fish in. I seen a 6-wheel, one of them 6-wheel buggies go across that creek floating before.
Oh yeah. Now, how does that work in Ohio? Because now in Pennsylvania, you know, have you ever seen them cars that have the motors on them? You drive them down the ramp and go right into the water. You
Yeah.
still had to have them registered through the Fish and Boat Commission. You still had to have numbers on just like a boat.
Yeah, I figure you would,
Yeah.
I think that would be neat.
Sitting out in your car fishing.
Yeah. You just set out on your hood. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. I think it's neat when they bring their drag racing boats in.
Oh yeah, yeah. Speaking of drag racing, I saw a guy last night with a dragster, a rail, all electric, and I said, "You got to be
Huh.
kidding!" And he's the first guy to do over 200 mile in an electric vehicle. But it's just
Yeah, that would probably be pretty nice to see something like a dragster. It's all electric.
no, 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 no. I don't think so. Watching the video is like, why would you pay to go see something like that's boring? You go to see them dragsters for the noise and the flames coming out and all that. The thing sitting there vibrating. That's what that's what I think about dragsters. This thing just sat there and you heard it go, and it was gone. So
Well, that's like
nothing.
there's a guy that brings jet engines for the truck pulls and stuff, and he brings in a semi. Now that's something interesting to see. It
Yeah,
almost sounds like it's all electric, and then all at once, all electric's going back there, and it kicks that engine on. Then you hear the jet engine kick on, and then you see the fireball going out the back.
right. Now when you go to, they're going to get these electric tractors out there doing the same thing, and it's just going to be nothing. It's going to be all quiet, and the tractor's going to start moving. You might as well be out there with, at least with horses. You can hear the horses and the guy yelling at the horses and stuff. These things are quiet. It's boring.
That's like when we went up to Ken went up to the Amish. We went up there for a day and watched them do horse pulling. Boy, some of them horses are so smart.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's two families here. They still use horses to log with.
Yes, Cindy. Yeah, they still show a little bit of smoke going off the tires, but not like a fuel dragster. Yeah, that's right, Susie. I forgot you guys do drag racing. Can you imagine being can you imagine being out there in an electric dragster now? Oh jeez. Why would you spend the money?
Oh, Susie and them drag races.
Yeah, I remember talking about it before. Yeah, she got a me too, Urban. We fire our car and you feel it, can't hear anyone talking, then smell of cam and nothing better. Yeah, that's maybe with the new kids coming up it'll catch on, but man, there's nothing like a dragster, these fuel dragsters and stuff.
They have had. I think it's called. It ain't called the Daytona 500. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Out in Melbourne, they do races out there every weekend, and they got just like regular street cars all fixed up as race cars, and then they got these like go karts all fixed up as racing. And I was like, boy, that looks fun.
It rained hard.
Oh, super late models. Okay, okay, okay. This is good though. Yeah, that's just as good, Susie. Still, you can hear the cars.
Uh, Now, my mother-in-law, her boy, he races out there, and he came and got some transmission off of us. He got three of them off of us for his derby, or his derby car and his race car. He had. They do derbies there every weekend, I think, during the summer.
Oh, okay, good, good, good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. Have you ever seen them derby these big wheat uh cutters? They use
No, no,
farm they use the farm equipment, the Derby with. I said, boy, that would hurt hitting some of that stuff.
Yeah, that sure would. Wow, Susie or Cindy, you got a gas burner there, a 454 V8. You betcha. That thing's got to roll.
My 3500 Chevy, it had the 454 in it, and I tell you what, I liked it better than my diesel.
Oh yeah, they got tons of torque.
Imagine you in the electric car, 2 minutes and you're on fire.
But the drive freaking I don't know, 20 miles, it took a gallon, seemed like a gallon a mile in that 454.
Oh yeah, yeah. You floor that thing and you just watch the gas gauge drop.
That's like, most of the 350 engines, the older ones, they all had 350 cubic inch. And they was about all the old ones was 4-bolt mains in them.
Right. Then you put them Holly double pumpers on the top there. Never liked what were they? Geez, I can't even remember the name of them. They used to come stock on the Chevys. Boy, I used to just rip. Every time I bought a car, I ripped them things off. Took a sledgehammer, beat them up. Nobody else was going to use them. I
got
forget the name.
I got a dump truck here, and it used to have a propane engine in it, and now it's practically a brand new 454 engine, but it has a 2-barrel on it. If I had something to put that engine in, it'd probably be a good engine.
Yeah, right.
But it's the old school. There's no electrical in it.
Yeah, right. Susie says we'd pile in and go on a smoke break. Well, I'm not going to ask you what kind. I hope it was cigarettes, but that's your business.
Get to bed. Go to sleep.
Yeah, Freedom
That-
Pop, not just a gas station. You'd almost have to fill it up and go to the next pump to fill it up again.
Years ago, me and Freedom Pop, when he was living here close to us, he used to haul junk with us, and we used to use that truck to haul junk with. And the time you'd hook the truck and the trailer up, and we'd drive 40 miles, it seemed like it took $80.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that it was just too hard on fuel.
Yeah, Susie, I figured it was a cigarette break. I was just messing with you. Yeah, I remember when you didn't have to leave the school grounds to smoke.
Well, that's like when I went to, when I first went to junior high and high school, heck, we was allowed having firearms in our vehicles in the back of the windows.
Yeah, always did. Always.
Heck, when we got out of school, we'd just go squirrel hunting and forget about it.
Wow, Cindy, that's in good shape, Ben. If 130,000 miles for a 2001, yeah.
Those square body Chevys, they're gold right now.
Oh yeah.
Heck, I seen one. It was practically mint condition. They wanted $22,000 for it.
Wow. Oh, get that.
There's a thing in the chat. There's another one.
Yeah, Miz got them. I'm sure.
Where'd you get 'em at? I don't see 'em.
Yeah, I don't know why they do
Oh,
that.
some kind of roof that.
I think that's
But-
somebody coming in and doing that.
It is.
That's not YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it's somebody else. Somebody coming in messing with the channel. Just can't leave things alone.
Yeah, it even shows it is. Practically. But
Yeah, I bet you it is. Cindy said she's owned hers since 2001, so it's been babied. Yeah, I bet.
that's like the Monte Carlos. There's a guy over town got one. And I said, boy, that thing's in good shape. He said, yeah. He said it was his father's. It just looked like he drove it off the showroom floor.
Right, right. I had a 70 Monte Carlo and I had an engine built and put in it. I had a 383 High Pro, they called it. Back in the day, back in the 80s. Boy, that was good.
Yeah, 383s.
Yeah, 383 High Pro it was called. Had a 400 crank. It had a 400 crank in it, and I had the big Holly 650 double pumper on it, and it would do 120, no problem.
There was a one of my friends that he moved to Florida now, but he had a Chevy truck, and it was a new Chevy truck. He made him take that engine out and build him a 383 and put in it, and it was a newer truck.
Yeah, they had a lot of torque, and like I said, they could get up and move.
But that's like had 350 transmission and that 400R. I think that 350 transmission is probably a better transmission. At least I think it'll take a lot more abuse.
Yeah, probably. It probably would.
That's like the old 4-speed gear munchers.
Yeah, I had one of them, and I had a 4-speed and geez. Anyway, it was a 65 Impala. And first gear was where second gear was, and so you went second, and you had to put it up where first gear went. Then you had to bring it down, go over, and then third and fourth were normal.
Have you ever had any of the standards where it was on the steering column?
Oh yeah, 3 That's what I learned on 63 Bel Air station wagon. That was my first car I bought.
I had an old Ford truck that was like that.
Yeah, Susie, I had headers on. That's another thing I put on all my cars: headers and glass backs. Yeah, let them know you're coming.
Yeah, I had an old Dodge Dart that I'd done that too.
Oh yeah, they were nice cars.
They was a good car, especially if you had that 318 in it.
Right. Yeah, they were good motors.
And that Slant 6, it was a hard motor too, hard to beat it. It was practically impossible to blow it up.
Right.
It wasn't the fanciest car.
Yeah, but they got you where you wanted to go when you wanted to be there.
I think that was the only thing. They wasn't the fanciest car, but I know one thing: they sure got you from point A to point B.
Right. Freedom Pop, you show these kids nowadays a clutch and they won't know what to do.
That's like the push button on the floor, the dimmer switch. I've had my kids say, "Well, where's the dimmer at? It's there on the floor."
Yeah.
Because they don't know what the dimmer is on the floor.
Right. And Susie isn't a Susie isn't a tomboy. She's a good old country girl. That's what she is.
Edna's niece, she might as well be a tomboy because heck, she can pull an engine out and put it right back in.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, she can pull about any motor apart and put it back together.
Hmm.
There ain't too many women that can do that.
No, there isn't. And Susie says she wears it proudly. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, there ain't very many people can do that.
No.
I know a few guys that, they don't even want to get the grease off if they take the oil pan down or the valve covers.
Well, these guys nowadays don't even want to check the oil.
No, they just drive it till it breaks.
Yeah, yeah. Take it into the garage. Oh, I hear it knocking. Why is it knocking? Put some oil in it, dummy.
That's like the old Plymouth. Boy, they had a lot of nice old Plymouth.
Yeah, they were big cars.
Yeah.
I used to help my brother at his gas station back before I was old enough to drive and stuff, and make a little extra money. And I remember when the guy came in the first time he came in, and I went to put his gas in his car, and I couldn't find his gas tank. It was in the tail light. You had to open the tail light to find his gas nozzle to put his gas in.
Huh.
He was laughing the whole time. I was 14, 15 years old. And he was laughing as I was walking around looking for the doors on the side, trying to put his license plate down, all that. He started laughing. He says, the left hand tail light pops out. Just grab a hold of it and open it up. Oh, okay. That was neat.
Or they was under the license plate.
Yeah, a lot of them were under the license plate, but that was the first one. That was a 50-some. That was a 50-some car. 1950s. He had it all fixed up. Looked showroom new.
That 77 Cadillac DeVille we had, it had the 590 in it. Boy,
Wow.
It would run.
Well, it had a lot to push down the road.
But I didn't really think it was that hard on fuel.
Yeah.
Maybe because it had newer like intake for the carburetor.
I just like to seen pictures of Edna getting in and out of it.
Oh, I got pictures of it. I'll have to send you some.
Yeah. Did she look over or through the steering wheel?
Yeah, it had the seat where you could adjust it up and down, but she still had to have a pillow behind her.
Yeah, I bet.
But it was a smooth riding car.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's like those Crown Vics. We had a couple of those, and heck, they're hard to beat too. The Mercury Crown Vic.
Right. My one buddy used to have the big old Thunder chicken. Thunderbird. Real big boat looking thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably won't see very many of those anymore. Some of the older cars.
Out here you do. You see a lot of the older cars out, like regular station wagons. You see them out here every so often in the older cars.
I don't even see the Chevettes anymore. Those was cool little cars.
Yeah. Well, see, we have no inspection. We have no inspections out here, so you don't have to worry about them coming in, taking them in and getting them looked at, and then you got to get this done, and then it's too much money, so they just keep them.
Yeah, I seen one of those Chevy Chevettes on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, I think they wanted $1,800. I was like, well, somebody will probably buy that just to save gas.
Well, yeah, that's why they were asking so much for it.
More yeah, about chasing a car like the Cadillac.
Yeah, yeah. Freedom Pop asked Edna if she's chasing any cars. We used to deliver the green tab years ago, and Edna forgot to put it back in park, and the car got away from her.
Oh, jeez.
But she caught it. She did catch it. Yeah.
You just laughing at me so hard they wouldn't help me catch the car.
She said nobody'd help her catch that car.
Laughing so hard at her, huh?
They probably thought it was her still sitting in there. Just couldn't see over the steering wheel.
Oh, I see. I see an iron skillet coming up behind you there, Larry. You better duck.
No, she laughs about it.
Yeah, I know. She's a good person. What'd you have for dinner tonight, Larry?
Nothing. I just pieced around.
Oh, okay.
I got a chicken and stuff laying out, thawing. I'm gonna roast a chicken tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, gonna have chicken and mashed potatoes and probably the whole works tomorrow. I got everything out ready to cook it.
Yeah, good.
A few months ago, that chicken was real cheap. It ain't cheap now.
Right, right.
Like, did you see where a bunch of chickens got burned up again?
Yeah, I saw that. Another chicken hen house got burned up. 75,000 or something like that this time.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I said they just trying to scare everybody to death.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do is scare everybody.
Right, right.
You know, you still got your local farmers you can buy stuff off of. You don't have to buy it.
Well, that's what yesterday the guy came in that has chickens that work there, and he brought a dozen in. They were still sitting there when I left, so I got me in a dozen of fresh eggs. Oh.
So, what do you think they'll do during the State of the Union down there? You think it'll be packed?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
I
have
wonder how many people's getting ready to watch that.
Well, you're gonna have to watch it and try to get the comms. You know, you gotta look for them comms.
But that's like they said, make sure you watch the Super Bowl because there's going to be comms in that. I was like, I don't know how they can pull all these comms out of that stuff.
Well, did you see? I saw a guy talking about it where a kid already hacked into the NFL computers, and he already knows what the game, who's going to win, what the score is, everything about the game. Most of the statistics and everything.
Because they've already got it rigged.
They've been rigging sports for years. How can a team make 40 points in 2 quarters, go into the locker room and come back and not score a point and still lose the game? The other team comes back. Come on. I quit watching football 30 years ago. I got tired of it.
Yeah, you know, That's like that one with Tom Brady when he was in there and they was hollering about the ball being flat and it didn't have the right pressure. I was like, I think it was all rigged.
Well, yeah, because the quarterbacks control how much pressure's in them balls. That's why each side has their own balls. You ever take notice of that?
No, I never noticed.
Each team has their own balls, and the quarterbacks determine how much air goes into them balls, and they better be right. Yeah. Yeah, I seen a big show on that when that controversy came out. A couple of the old time quarterbacks came out and talked about that.
Missing us.
Okay, Miz, that's fine. Yeah, if all you guys that's in here, if you didn't hear about Lori C, she's doing better. I just wanted to make sure I told everybody. And thanks for stopping in and thanks for playing the card game with us. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
See you all later. Thank you for coming by. See you, Larry. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, Irvin. Thank all you new subscribers.